Good morning, friends. I wanted to jump on and kind of share some things that have been going through my head. I have been watching a ton of trainings. I've been doing a lot of research. And I kind of had one of these aha moments. You guys, if you know me long enough from now, when I get an aha moment, I have to share it. I get super excited. So hopefully I'm going to try not to be all over the place in this. But real quickly, I have pretty much talked to everyone. You know my background. I have never done sales in my life. I especially have never done direct sales. This is a whole new world for me, and I seriously learn every single day. So what I've been doing, I think Cabo kind of lit the fire for me as well, because I had those one-on-one conversations with some of the owners and founders, as well as some of the top people in the company. And when I stopped to look at the bigger picture, I'm not that far away from them, and neither are you. And when I say that, you know, I know you're sitting there and you're going, oh, yeah, whatever. That's how I was. That's how I was like, they got in at the beginning. There's just, I can't do that. I can't be that successful. Well, I have talked to so many people that now I realize how easy and successful we really can be. So I'm going to try to keep my thoughts concise. I'm going to try to stay on target, try not to get interrupted. But I just want to share a few tidbits and some information that I've learned along the way. So my goal now, and this I know sounds really crazy because it was really crazy to me. I want a 6-figure income from this. And it's totally achievable. So most of the gals that have been doing this for 2.5 years, they're getting close to that, okay? I have not even been in this in a year, and I'm doing decent for not even being in it a year. But I also haven't been doing it with this new mindset. So keep that in mind. And then the more that I dive in, and the more that I listen to the leaders, Natalie Robinson, we are so close to her, and she has probably, 70% of the reps in ZYIA. We talk on a regular basis, and this gal is close to making 6 figures a month. She's real, she's honest, and she is achievable. So with all that being said, I'm changing my mindset. I have decided that I'm going to make, it's no longer a hobby for me. That's kind of how it started. You all know I was a Lululemon fan. I heavy into fitness, heavy into working out. I love doing all of those things and staying active. And with that being said, activewear was just part of what I did. Got into it for the discount. People started asking me, hey, where'd you get your leggings? And I thought, well, okay, maybe I'll have a party, show people. And it has just gone from there. It's just gone berserko. And now I have all of you beautiful ladies on my team as well. So now my whole thing has changed, that my goal is not so much building my business from a sales aspect. My goal is going to be to help you guys, because figuring out my why has been such a struggle for me. I hear of all of these women, their whys. They're a lot to do with, they have sick kids that they have to take care of. Their husbands have lost their jobs. Maybe their husbands are deployed. There's so many stories out there, and I kept wondering, well, what is my story? Like, I live a blessed life. I have 3 beautiful, healthy boys. My husband is successful in his business. We're self-employed. It doesn't always feel successful, don't get me wrong, but it's an honest living, being dairy farmers. And honestly, really, I didn't really have a why until I started working one-on-one with some of you and realizing how much this could change your life. So the first thing that I want to say to you, you've got to be in this for the long haul. Nobody made $10,000 in a month in their first 6 months. in their first year. It didn't happen that way. Be in it for the long haul. You've got to have that long haul mentality. If you're just jumping in saying, hey, I'm going to try it for a couple of months and see how it works, you can't start your business and open, Dutch Brothers. We're getting a Dutch Brothers up here, right? You can't open your Dutch Brothers that's right across the street from Starbucks and say, you know what, I'm going to give it 3 months, and then if I don't like it, I'm going to shut it down. It doesn't work that way. And it's the same thing with this. This takes time to build your business. You are building a personal Lululemon without the brick and mortar building. It takes time. Nobody bought Lulu when they first came out. It takes time. And nobody has been in this long enough on this team to have the experience to give up yet. You haven't had that opportunity. And the little saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint, 100%. 100%. Okay. The second thing that I want to talk about is personal development. What I do want to kind of do is maybe some team trainings on a regular basis. I know there's so many groups we're in, there's so many meetings, there's so many trainings, but I have been really working on, when I'm in the car, watching one of these trainings, and obviously not watching, just listening. You don't have to see, you don't have to be in real time, but listening. I always get something from listening to the trainings. They're usually reps sharing different experiences. Not everyone can relate with your story, and you can't relate with theirs. But there are so many out there that you can relate to, and the only way you can get those is to be jumping on to those calls. Jumping onto them live if you can, if not, watching the recordings, listening to the recordings, and then ask questions, come back. So I'm going to try to work on some personal development with the team and work on some of that stuff as well. That's kind of one of the things that I, as a leader, want to do for you guys. I also want to start diving into some direct sales books, kind of go through maybe like a book club, but nothing too time consuming, but just another way to learn and grow our businesses. Another thing I'm learning and I want to touch on, I've been so sales driven, which is awesome, right? Like my sales are great, my commissions are great, it's awesome. But by doing that and focusing all my time on sales, I'm not focusing enough on my team. I'm not focusing enough on you girls. I'm not growing you enough. So that's another thing that is going to be my goal. The team always sets, or the company, I should say, if you notice and you've been in long enough, the promotions that we promote are always a 3x4. So in order to grow your business like quickly and fast, it's 3 reps a month, 4 parties a month, and $2,500 in sales a month. So when it comes to sales, that is my goal, is $2,500 a month. And you don't have, that sounds like crazy, but if you break that down, divide it by 4 weeks. If you divide it by 4 weeks, it's totally achievable. And then divide those 4 weeks by leggings and a tank tops and some bras. You've got this. Totally got this. The recruiting part of it, that comes with time. And I'm still working on it. I think everybody in this industry will always work on it. But I did create, we're going to do an Explore and Discovery ZYIA group, a really easy way for, if you have someone that's potential, to say, hey, join this group, be a fly on the wall, check it out, see what you think, ask questions. Our team is here to support you, and if it's not for you, no worries. There's no pressure. So get connected into that group. I did post that in one of the last posts. So get connected to that, and as a team, we can help each other grow. So yes, there was that part on that aspect. Oh, and the parties. Try to get an event, one thing each week. It will make such a vast difference, because in this business, when I say it's not just about the sales, right? When you're having a party, whether that be online, you're meeting some ladies for coffee, you're at your gym having a little pop-up after your workout, those all constitute as parties. You're touching individual people and showing them that this opportunity could be for them as well. So it's more than just the sales, okay? So keep that in mind. As well as with the potential reps, remember, if they're on the fence, offer your rep discount. Hey, you want my rep discount? 25% to try a pair of leggings. See if you like it. You never know. You may love it. So those are just some little things that I wanted to put out there for that. One of the other things is avoiding burnout. So that's something that can totally happen, and I was on the verge of it myself. Setting boundaries, setting hours, not checking on your ZYIA stuff 24 hours a day is huge. Make sure you're going on lunch dates. That's another thing that we need to do as a team. We need to try to get some lunch dates on the calendar. So I will work on that as well. And we need to celebrate each other's successes. So we need to be more on board of that. Shout out your teams on our group page. Shout out yourself. There's so many reps in here that their PV is like going crazy, and it's amazing. It needs to be celebrated. You need to be celebrating you. So we will definitely be working on that as a team as well. Another thing that I'm finding that all of the top gals are achieving, they are going for every promo, okay? We are ending the month and getting ready to start a new month. A new promo is going to most likely be coming out. Whatever it is, we're all going to try to aim to hit it, okay? We all need to sit and goal plan and look and break it down. If it's obtaining a 3x4, let's sit down and let's figure out how we can obtain that promo. I'm going to do it. That's my goal. My goal is to hit every promo. And by gosh darn, if I set my heart to it and I really push for it, I get them. But if you look at the promo and you're like, man, that's really hard, I don't think I can do that, you're not going to do it. So whether it be free Apple Watches, the next trip that's coming up, the bonuses, cash, whatever it may be, let's participate as a group. Let's get the promos. What else? I think January is when our incentive trip will be announced, the next one. Another thing, okay, this is huge, and this is something that I feel like I'm pretty good at, but we can all be reminded. You kind of need to go into this with blinders, okay? It is super easy to look at the people up here and the people down here that are going up here, and the people over here and the people over here, and be like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why can't I, I suck. Like, I can't do this. And, what am I doing this for? You have to just keep your blinders on. Don't follow other reps if they're not reps that are making you feel good about yourself or that are pushing you up. Follow the girls on our team. Follow us. Let's work on building our groups and working on each other. Don't look at the legs above you, beside you, behind you. Pay attention to you and your team. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your head forward. Be consistent. Do your thing. And it will help tremendously so that you're not getting overwhelmed. What else did I want to say? Keeping that focus centered around you and your team is going to be huge in this business. Being habit focused, that's something that's great. We are all busy. We're getting ready to jump into the holidays. It is crazy town. You need to get habit centered, okay? I'm talking the one event per week, working on your follow-ups, your reach outs, develop a routine. And if you don't have a routine and you struggle with routine, reach out. I can help you with that. There's tons of things that have been created to help you, checklists. Get in a habit. I encourage you as we enter a new month, start those habits. Commit to doing it for 30 days. Commit for 30 days to doing these things consistently, whatever they may be. Cold message 10 people. Follow up with 10 customers, and reach out for 10 new customers, and look for 10 hostesses, whatever it may be. But develop a routine and work on those habits. One other thing that as you start to build teams that will be a great reminder going forward is, like the mask rule, where you're in an airplane, always put your mask on first before you help others. You have to feed your business first. So whether it be a 70-30 or a 60-40 rule, make sure you're always touching your business and then go into your team. So you need to find that fine balance of your VIP group and your customers, and then your team and their teams and loving on them and doing that. So finding that balance, I know a lot of you are just starting to build teams, so this is going to be a great way to get you started. But just remember that. And then positive vibes. You have to remain positive in this. We are a baby company, right? So we are just growing. We have not even hit the plateau point or the peak of our growth, like a lot of direct sell companies have. Our owners and our founders, they are extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative. They are making sure that we're doing this in a way that we have longevity. We haven't even branched out. We just started in Canada. We still have the UK. We still have Australia. We still have all these other places to tap into. We are not even years close to where we're going to be. Remember that, okay? Keep that in your forethought. So the room for growth is absolutely insane. So back to see what I mean? Tangent, squirrel. I get so excited. Okay, so back to the positive vibes. We're going to have products that come out that they're not fantastic. Every company does, whether it be a makeup, whether it be a skincare line, whether it be a shake. I mean, and not everybody likes the same things. So when we have those leggings where a seam comes out, it happens. When we have a sweater that just isn't what we thought it was going to be, it's going to happen. We need to stay positive as a team and as a group and show that positive reflection to our customers and take care of them. Those are opportunities for you to show your customers that we're more than just awesome leggings. Like, we care about what you think. We care about the product, and we care about how you feel in the product. It's a great opportunity to show them how amazing our customer service is. And if for any reason you get pushback or you're not hearing an answer that you want to hear, you need to come to me. The reason being, as we grow, we're getting new customer service reps. And with that, you know what happens, right? You get a lot of these entry-level customer service reps, and they're just doing their job. They're just following a script, and they're trying to do their job. There's workarounds. There's always, it's not black and white. There's always a gray. And come to me and let's work it out together. Let's show your customers what ZYIA is about and give them that great experience. So just remember that. Let's not sit and post on all the other groups about, oh my gosh, you're right. This is awful. Like, why did they do this? I don't know why they keep coming out with this product. Negativity is only going to get you negative results, right? And then the last thing that I want to share is just reminding you that you are the CEO of your organization, right? Whether you're just doing this for the discount, which is amazing and fabulous, you never know. This may be your springboard for something in the future. You might not want to make the business out of it right now. That's totally okay. But you're setting that groundwork to where you can do that. If you have been selling, we have so many amazing sales girls on here. Like, you guys are incredible. Like, it's insane. You know who you are. It's time. You know the brand. You know how it works. You know how to start parties. You know how to run parties. It's time. Let's start expanding and building your teams and start building an empire for you to help other women. So the last thing I want to close on, and I kind of touched on it in the beginning, was your why. And I'm not going to lie. I was always I hear about it all the time. You need to have a strong why. You need to know what your why is. What's your why? What's your why? I did not have a why. Cabo, I got my why. Looking around and seeing everybody and the way they're interacting, none of us knew each other, right? And we are starting to build these relationships. We're getting so excited to go to Nashville and seeing what we can do to help our business. Seeing that and thinking of all of you ladies and knowing all of your stories, that is my why. My why and my determination is to help you guys grow your businesses. So with that being said, Hopefully this wasn't too off and a tangent and off the wall, and hopefully you got something out of it. But I encourage you, reach out, comment, let's post in our team page, let's really rally together, and let's blow this out of the park. Let's have 2 amazing months, November and December. Let's rock them. Let's use the holidays to our advantage, and let's do this thing. So have a fabulous day, and I love you all. So I look forward to seeing what we do in the next 2 months. Bye, guys.